Hello, my name is Amanda Hartzog, and I'll be doing my informative speech. I'll be informing you of the risks that you have to take whenever you're doing school and working full-time. On the other hand, I also have children, so that plays into it too. With this, I have my family that I have to put them in my schedule somehow, and then work. I work over 40 hours sometimes less. So I have to fit in around my family time and my work time, my school time, which is a big factor because if you don't study, you can't do good. So, in this, whenever I'm working, I try to use my break times to study, and I try to use my way to work and my way home from work to study. And the way I do that is I take my school books with me and I study on my breaks. I guess you'd say unconventional breaks. I get them whenever there's nothing going on. As a communication officer, you don't get breaks all the time because sometimes it's too busy. So what I have to do is work, and when there's downtime, I get my books out and I review, or I'll do some homework. Whenever I'm on my way home, what I like to do is have my books recorded on my phone and I listen to them through the Bluetooth on my radio. That helps out a lot because you can listen to it and hear the different things instead of having to sit there and be bored and reading it. And I try to break it up by sections each day so it makes it easier. You're not listening to the whole book. I have about an hour ride to work and home, so I can listen to it and get a good information out of it. And while I'm listening, I can think about what it's talking about. And that gives me a time to really understand it, and I don't have to worry about taken away from my children or my husband or my time. So with that, I do that. And then another thing that I do is I get a schedule. And what I do when I get a class is I go through and I fill out what's due, when it's due. Then what I try to do is fill in my hours I'm going to be working for that month or 2 months or whatever it is. I fill it out. And so once I take my time out for my work and then I put in what's due, then I talk to my husband and see what needs to be filled in, where he thinks that they want their time to be, or if we have anything planned. So then I put that in my schedule. Whatever's left, I put it in there. Sometimes I have to stay up after they go to sleep to do my homework. So that puts me getting to bed about 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I try to be up at 4 to be at work. So sometimes I go to work tired, and that's not good. So I really have to make sure I schedule properly, so that I'm not tired for work and I'm not missing out on my school either. So I explain to my family why I go to school. Why is it important for me to get my schoolwork done? And they understand. That was another thing. You have to have an understanding family that is there to support you, because the support is what you really need. If you don't have a support system, then it's not going to be as easy on you. I know school for me, it's hard sometimes. Sometimes I have too much going on. My son plays sports, my daughter does dance and other things, so I have to figure out where I can fit in all that and still do school. I go to practice with my son, I bring my school books. While he's practicing, I'm studying or doing homework. I go to stuff with my daughter, and same thing. Whenever there's downtime, whatever downtime I can fit in, I make sure I put my schoolwork in that downtime. But I also have to make time for me, because I don't want to be stressed out to where all I'm doing is work and school. So I find time for me and I put it in there. And I do reading. I love to read. So I fit a little bit of time in there just for me to read. That helps out a lot too. Whenever you need to concentrate on something that might be giving you a hard time, I try to fit in extra time. Tell my husband, hey, this week I can't do this because I have to do this, and it's really important that I have to get this done. And it's going to take a little bit more time than normal. And he understands. That's what I have to do. So, again, the support system, you have to have it. Another thing that I look into doing for help is make note cards. Note cards help out tremendous. I can quiz myself with them. I can review with them. Anytime there's something that I'm having a hard time with, I put it on a note card. Because I know when I'm sitting at work and I'm at my computer, in between calls, I can look at note cards. Easy, I don't have to have all my books and all my notes and everything out. So that helps out a lot. But that takes time too to make the note cards. So again, it's back to making sure you fit enough time in your day to get your schoolwork done, to add extra study time, and fit your work and your family in. It's going to be really hard to balance everything, but in life, you got to learn to balance what's going to work out for your family and what's not. And it's like a trial and error. It took a lot for me to figure out what I needed to do to get it done. So I hope this informative speech was really helpful, and it helps you with anything that you might need help with and what ideas that might help you to get them done. Have a good day.